gets me angry. Rejections that comes with, oh, you don't speak Lithuanian. The culture shock hit me a lot when I came to Lithuania because nobody wants to sit by you.
Lovely viewers, welcome back to Borgas Kitchen. I'm your host, Princess Benido Jalanene, and today's guest is from Ghana. Guys, I introduce to you Bella.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
It's a
Bella.
pleasure to be in your kitchen. Like, I've been watching you from afar and today I am here and it feels so surreal.
I'm so happy to have you.
Yeah,
So welcome to Borgas Kitchen. Bella, what are we making today?
So it's called yam porridge, the brothalized one, but in our local dialect they call it important. Yes. Our main ingredient, of course, is yam. We have salt, my seasoning cubes, habanero pepper, onions, tomatoes, red oil, micro, some spices, just spices of my choice.
So where are we starting from?
I think we'll just start with prepping the yam, and then while we do that, I would like you to put the mackerel back maybe in the air fryer or in the oven for some time because this has been cold air grilled and I want it very dry. Once I prep this.
The peeling, do you want it the Ghanaian way or the European way?
Obviously, I'm Ghanaian, so I'm just going to go the African way.
Oh, so you don't need this?
No.
Oh my god!
This is the reason living in Europe gets me angry.
So talking about living in Europe gets you angry. How long have you been here in Lithuania?
I've been in Lithuania for 3 years, so February 2024 would make it 4 years. But my friend and I don't count 2020 as part of our years being in Lithuania because that was when there was COVID, so we didn't get to do much. So we just say that we've been in Lithuania for 2 years.
What are you doing here?
Okay, so I initially came to come study. So I studied in Vitautos Magnus University, popularly called VITU.
What course?
I studied business logistics. It was just a year and a half program.
Is it master's?
Yes, it was my master's degree because I had my bachelor's back home before I came. So,
In logistics also?
no, that was in communication. So it was something different. But then I always say that communication runs through everything. So it was just like the basis for me. We have like a logistics company back home. So I just needed the theory aspect of it to back it up. That's
Your family has a logistics company back home?
Yes, my older brother has a logistics business.
Wow!
Yeah.
So you come from East Legon, right?
Yes, I'm originally from the Volta region.
Okay.
Yes, I'm Logan to be specific. We share not so far from Togo. But then I live in Accra. I live at East Legon.
How do we even say it? The B.
Nah, you can't. I don't classify myself as a DB or a DB. Like even if you call me that, I'll say with hard labor because living there does not
make it a B.
Nah.
There is this song. It's R2B, this Arcadia, and some other guy, and then the guy was like, "How many times I mean, come on, to say." East Legon girls, you know, and you're not live the big. A big crossing.
Obviously, there are people who live in Choco who are very wealthy. So living in East Legon, I think it's just a privileged community. That's all. But there are people who are like going through life there.
Yeah.
But I'm thankful that I'm okay. My family and I am.
Yeah, you are.
So I'm done peeling the yam. I'm just going to dice it. We give it a clean wash, and then we put it on fire. For my mpotopoto, I love the porridge more than the chunk of yam in here. I don't know why.
Me too.
I usually just dice it quite small so that it spits up the cooking process.
So you came as a student.
Yeah.
And now what are you doing?
I am currently working as a financial analyst.
Oh.
Yes.
You are those that really know money. I'm speaking to here.
In Lithuania, really, my dear. You and I know Lithuania, not that much. And then I started as a junior role. You know, I had no, let's say, background in accounting and like finance and stuff like that. But it's a job that trains you. So, and it's not anything you can't do. Once you love money, you should be able to do stuff like anything that has to do with that if you are trained, obviously.
But you are so bold taking this big leap.
Yeah, like I moved from communication, went into logistics, and then now I'm working in the financial sector. But it's more of we consulting for clients. So the company is an American company, and then they consult for clients based on, it could be in medical, it could be in finance and stuff. But the Lithuanian branch, we are currently like consulting for financial institutions here.
So I think the mackerel is ready. I can bring it from the air fryer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you were right.
Yeah.
Now it looks so good.
This gives me the vibe of home. Like that one, because it was cold egg, like grilled, it doesn't look like it's cooked.
Yeah.
So you still taste the freshness in it, but that's not what I'm going for.
So you washed it.
So now we're just going to wash the yam, have it clean, put it on fire, and then we can go deep into our conversation. Our yam is well washed. I'm just going to transfer it into the pot, and then I will put 1 large tomato.
Okay. No chopping, just put it in.
Yeah, because I'm going to blend it. I'll cook it and then kind of parboil it just to speed up the process. I'm just going to use 1 onion, and then I'm told this is very spicy.
Very, very spicy.
Maybe I'll just get just enough water to cook my yam, and then I add more when the yam is ready and I want enough porridge instead of the yam. Yeah.
So when would the spices enter?
So when I blend the tomatoes and the onion and I pour it, then I can spice it.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go with a hand pinch of salt.
This Ghanaian Girl. This is BB's recipe.
So whilst the yam is boiling, I'm just going to prep some onions that would be using for later when the food is almost done.
After you finish school, how long did it take you to get a job?
I would say it took me almost a year to get a job.
So it was difficult finding a job?
I would say that as at when we came, it was still COVID. COVID had happened 2020, 2021, and by 2021 I was almost finishing with school. So companies were not recruiting that much, and then I think I didn't put in a lot of work myself.
Because she's a DB.
To find a job. But no, it's not because I'm a DB, but I think I just got tired with the rejections that comes with, oh, you don't speak Lithuanian.
They actually say that.
Yes, because as at that time we didn't have so many international companies in the country. So I think I just stopped looking for like almost 6 months, then I traveled out of the country.
To where?
I went to Germany. I went to live in Germany for some time.
Oh.
Yes.
And how was life in Germany?
For me, I think it was. I would say it's much better than this economy because it's a bigger country.
Of
So
course.
Obviously I'm not going to expect the same things, but I enjoyed living in Germany.
Then why did you come back to Lithuania?
Yeah, but this is where my permit allows me to be legal. In Germany, I was just there as a tourist for 3 months. You know, with
But you
TRP.
had the TRP, you could live there.
Yeah, but with the TRP, you can only live in Germany for 3 months and have to exit again.
Okay.
Yes.
But you could have just moved there. I mean...
Yeah, so I tried. I was looking at moving there, but I had not discussed it fully with my family, and then it involves like quite a lot of money. So I had to move back to Lithuania when I got a job. I moved back in June.
Oh, so you got a job when you were in
Germany, yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, because whilst in Germany, I used to come like in and out. I wasn't staying there like permanently. I used to come visit my friends.
But you were so rich, oh. You were not working, yet you were able to move up and down like that.
To move from Germany to Lithuania, if you plan your trip ahead, it's not that expensive. Like you could use the economical flights, Ryanair, Wizz Air. You could get a flight ticket for 20 euros.
Yeah.
And whilst in Germany, I tried looking for a job. I got a job with Amazon, but then Amazon was not willing to help me relocate because they said a lot of people take advantage of their relocation package, and then when they come, they move to different companies. So they wanted me to do the process myself and then relocate it.
But it's difficult for you.
Yes, it was difficult because that's at that time you were supposed to. So I was going with the job seeking visa route, which gives you 6 months to look for a job in Germany.
After school, only 6 months.
Yes, as at that time. But now I hear there's a new route that gives you, I think, 2 years. I'm not so sure.
Then this
about
is
that.
better.
Yes, so that was for 6 months, and in that 6 months, you are supposed to block funds. They call something like block account, and you deposit money, about 1,000 euros. That's at that time for the 6 months you were going to stay. So that's like 6,000 euros in an account you can't touch.
Whoa.
So you are giving that money back every month, 1,000 euros. Yes, and as at that time, like just get up and put 6,000 on account. It was quite so much because I had not involved my family in that whole process, so that had to come from my pocket, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
Is it only in Germany you've been ever since you moved to Lithuania?
No. I've traveled to other European countries. Not so much of them actually. I wish to do a lot of it, but now that you're working, you don't have that luxury.
But you have 20 working days.
Yeah, so with my company we have 23 working days actually, paid leave, but I would prefer to use that to travel back home. Yes, okay. Because I'm not seeing myself buying a flight ticket for about 3,400 euros and then go home for just 2 weeks. So I would rather do a whole month back home.
Okay.
So whilst here, maybe you travel for like, you go Friday and come back Sunday, Monday.
Yeah. So which other countries have you been to aside Lithuania and Germany?
I've been to Poland, Malta, Greece, Riga. I've been to Netherlands, Belgium.
Then you've traveled a lot.
That's not a lot actually, because
compared to other people.
Yeah, because if you look at the privilege having the resident permit gives you, you're able to travel to all these EU countries.
But if you don't have money.
If you don't have money, that's the problem. If you don't have money, it's quite difficult. But then you don't have to have so much money to travel, because traveling, I think, is an experience.
So of all the European countries you've been, which one was your favorite?
I think it all depends on what you are looking for in that country. I would say when I went to Poland, it felt more like being in Lithuania because it's close by, and the language was like, it's more advanced compared to this place. You see a lot of international people. English, it's quite spoken, so you don't feel like you have to use your Google Translator and all that, and you could go out and meet people and have conversations. So Poland was okay. Then Germany was great.
So Germany is your favorite?
Germany, I think because I lived in Germany longer compared to the other places I traveled.
But Lithuania, you lived Lithuania the most, so Lithuania could have been your favorite.
It could have actually, it could have, but then looking at where I'm coming from to this different dimension, it wasn't the best for me.
Okay.
Or it's not the best for me compared to Germany.
What nationalities are your friends? Lithuanians or other foreigners?
Unfortunately or fortunately, I don't have much Lithuanian friends. I would only say my colleagues from work. People I just test for random stuff and then meet when we go to the office. But I don't have Lithuanian friends that I'll say, oh, I'm going clubbing with and stuff like that. Because I think they are very reserved. Lithuanians are very reserved. So they have to open up to you and warm up to you with time. And I'm an ambivert. Like, I could be cold and I could be warm. So it depends on where I am. So I don't have much Lithuanian friends. But I have Nigerians, I have Ghanaian friends, I have Indian friends.
Okay.
Yes, so I have Cameroonian.
So mostly foreigners.
Yes. And my roommate my first roommate when I came here was Kenyan. So I spent like my best days with her actually.
Wow.
Yeah, she's been really great. Okay. She could be a handful though, but I love it.
She's still in Lithuania.
Yes, so if you're watching this, you know yourself. Like, I love you so much. I think living with you it's taught me so much. And then she says that I've also taught her so much. So I think we balanced each other. What
cultural differences do you notice between Ghana, Kenyans and Lithuanians?
Okay, the culture shock hit me a lot when I came to Lithuania, because back home we treat elderly very different. I think we are very we are very respectful back home. You see an elderly holding luggages, you want to help them and then stuff like that. But here you realize that if you want to even help, they look at you in a certain way, like they don't know you. Yeah,
I went to corners. There was this old woman holding luggage. I had just come. I rushed to help the woman. The woman was like
So that was one. Also sitting in the bus, like nobody wants to sit by you. Like, you are black, obviously, it's okay, but nobody wants to sit, and there's an empty seat and people are standing. I'm like, come sit. Or you want to sit by somebody. Mostly they drop their bags and then take off their eye, but I think I'm not intimidated by people that much. So it's either I walk to you and tell you, like, can you take your bag, I want to sit, because it's a public transport.
So you're trying to tell me that you felt the racism and you are still feeling the racism?
So I don't think it's racism. I just think they are not used to a different breed of people. Lithuania, like, as at the time I came, they didn't have a lot of black people compared to now. even though there are people who've been here more than 10 years, but still they didn't open up to them, so they still treat them like outcasts and stuff like that.
So you think Lithuanians are not racist?
I haven't experienced a big large of it, like let's say go out and then somebody hits you or stuff like that. I've heard stories
but you
of
feel
friends.
the discrimination?
Yeah, I have. I'm not going to lie, but they are not very open about it. They have to come close and then do it to you.
Yeah.
So, but it was just once when COVID had started. My friends and I went for a walk on Lisbeth, and then one lady.
Lisbeth, Lithuania.
Yes, in Kaunas.
Sorry,
Kaunas, and then she screamed that we should go back to our home country.
Oh my
that
God.
we are the ones bringing COVID.
Jeez.
And I felt it was just so naive and then dumb to say that, because COVID didn't even start in Africa. So how do you start saying I should go back home because I brought COVID to Lithuania? But I don't count that. I've had stories of people who have experienced racism, but thankfully I haven't experienced that.
Personally, I've never really experienced racism just walking around. But now that I've started this whole content creation thing, I feel the racism. People, like the comments I get on TikTok. You know, recently I posted a video on TikTok asking foreign ladies how they feel about Lithuanian men. And like somebody just said, chimpanzee kitchen. This other woman was like, go home. But the thing is that they are racist Lithuanians. And they are very nice Lithuanians.
People, yes. Okay, so now I think our tomatoes and onions are ready. So I'm just going to bring them out and give it a blend. This is what it looks like. For this. So our yam is practically ready. It's cooked, soft enough like I would want it. So I'm just going to go ahead, add my spices, and then leave it to boil a bit and put my fish, and that's it. It's ready. Seasoning cubes for this. So you remember I mentioned that for my yam porridge, I love the porridge more than the yam. So I go ahead and then I mash a bit of water because I told you I love the porridge more, and allow this to cook. Whilst this is boiling, I'm just going to prep my oil. I would pour my onions.
You added the onions.
Yes,
and
just to give it some flavor. And I'm going to, normally I don't really do this, but sometimes I tend to, so that the flavor of the onion gets into the fish.
Okay.
So this is done. I'll just take this now and then transfer it into my food. So you know we have the soup porridge and then this one. Mm-hmm. The one that you do when somebody's sick.
Yeah. Wow, you really know how to cook.
Thankfully, I'm a wife material, I'll say.
Wife material, so we'll come to that topic. So the food is ready.
Yes, finally.
Our
food is ready.
Oh my God, it looks so delicious. I've made butter before, you know.
Yeah.
Your recipe is different. Whoa. And I love your recipe. So we are using parsley. What else can we use for the gas?
So usually I use spring onions.
Okay.
Yeah, but then because we don't have spring onion, you can use any vegetable, like green leafy vegetable. People also tend to put spinach in the porridge for the healthier version, they say.
Let's see. I love it. It has this homey taste in it.
Tomato.
Okay, it's really nice. 10 over 10. So what kind of wife material are you? Lithuanian men kind of wife material or African men kind of?
So I think I'm not going to limit myself to any country wife material. I think I'm a total plus for myself.
Yeah. So you find Lithuanian men attractive
to shoot my own horns. Yeah, but they are very attractive, like a few of them are. Obviously there are some, you know what I mean. But
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, I think your viewers do.
What percentage of Lithuanian men would you say are attractive?
I can give a quite 60% of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not so bad.
Yeah, not so bad, not so good.
Considering the European countries you've been to,
yeah.
Would you say Lithuanian men are the most attractive of those countries?
No.
Which one? Don't say German, please.
I'm obviously not going to limit myself. Maybe my suitor is in your comment section or he's watching, so I'm not going to limit myself.
Are you planning to move from Lithuania?
I don't think it's my final destination, but let's see. Anything could happen.
Was it difficult getting admission?
No, actually, once I submitted all the documents required of me, I had the admission.
But was it easy moving here from Ghana?
From Ghana, I think the process was just to get the visa. So, you know, we don't have an embassy in Ghana, so you have to go through Turkey. I went through Turkey. I got a visa, went to Turkey, and applied for my Lithuanian visa from Turkey. Yeah, and getting the visa in Turkey took me about a day.
Just one day?
Yeah.
I mean, how?
I don't know, because there were people who went before me. People I was supposed to come with went before me, and then the decision of theirs took quite long. But for me, for some reason,
why are you so happy?
It's the grace.
But when you came here, did you like the Lithuanian universities?
I think it can be better based on if you are an English speaking person and then you intend to study in the English language. I wouldn't say that it's the best place to come to. You have other options, like, because Lithuanian is their main language and English is just a chunk of them who have traveled and then who speak it, and then the youngsters here. So sometimes it's difficult when they want to express, like your lecturers want to express something, they are trying to find the words, like just like if I'm just with you and I'm in Ewe or in Chi, it's easier. But if I have to explain to somebody who does not,
for instance, the words from Kenya.
The words to use, like, it becomes a bit difficult.
So when you came to Lithuania, what was some of the challenges you faced?
But the first year, I would say the language, like it took a lot of, like, it was a lot when you get rejections because you don't speak the language. People warming up to you, like, I found that so challenging, because back home, you just have to smile to someone and then you people will start a conversation. But here in Lithuania, and then food. I want to be able to eat my banku with pepper. I want to be able to eat spicy meal. I want to be able to grill tilapia, chimoku. Like, yeah, food was something, but it's not like you can go a whole day without food. You could get kebab.
Oh yeah, I mean there is nice food to like.
Yeah, yes. I love sepeline.
Oh wait, did you like sepeline the first time you tried?
Yeah. I love
No,
I don't really love that, because I don't know why I would want to take soup cold.
And not spicy.
And not spicy. Creamy, like the Ghanaian that I am. Like, you know, it's a no for me. I've had it anyways. It's not the worst food, but it's just not something you look at and say you want to eat for me.
You know, the first time I tried sepeline, I didn't like it. I saw the thing. It looks like benku. I was like, wow, finally I found something that looks like benku. And I tried the thing, they have meat inside benku, come on. And there is no soup. How am I supposed to eat it?
Yeah.
I didn't like it. But I mean, now I love it. And you know, when I was coming, I googled the food they eat in Lithuania and I saw the pink soup. I told my sister, I'm never going to eat the soup. And now I love it.
It's not bad, it's just like, it's not...
Don't worry yourself explaining. I love it now. All the things I didn't like about Lithuania, now I love it. Do you have any final words for our lovely viewers?
For anyone who is exploring to leave their home country to go and study somewhere else, I would advise you that you do your research, get all the information you need, prepared for the cultural shock you would encounter. Just take risk. You should give it a shot. Don't let what everybody puts online that, oh, it's bad here, it's bad there, scare you. You should go see for yourself. It might be better for you compared to them. And then for anyone who is going through a hard time, you should know that I'm sending you a virtual hug. And then you should give yourself some time to heal, accept things for what they are, heal, and then share love, like show love wherever you go.
Oh, words of wisdom.
Yeah.
She talks so nice, just like the way she cooks.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you very much. You're a good cook. Thank you very much for coming to the Borgas kitchen.
It's a pleasure. And then you should also go check out my friend. She also have very captivating YouTube page that talks more about traveling to a foreign land. So you should check her out. She's like learning on life. Okay. So I would ask her to drop her channel. I will invite her to my kitchen. So guys, we will see Luella on live in my kitchen, in the Borgas kitchen. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you very much for coming. And cheers to anybody home eating with us. Yeah. Cheers. So guys, I will definitely see you in the next video. That being said, bye. Bye. Bisogaro.